Hello folks, Abram Jones here with another game, actually another episode of Economics. We're continuing our last game. Economics is a free online investing and city building game. Sorry about those last Merchant Adventure episodes. I was running too much stuff on my old computer and part of the videos, the sound starts getting out of sync. I gotta be careful with that. So I like to use old school stuff and I refuse to upgrade. Alright, so here we are. The first thing I'm going to try to do is sell this lot. I mean, we have this money, but I still want to try this here. Still want to get rid of this lot because I don't think I'm going to be using it around here anytime soon. So let's sell this to the public. Okay, we just sold it for 34. Okay. Alright, so I think at this point we can probably make a dividend payment. So let's go into the exchange. Shares, dividend. Should we just do all of it? Yeah, because I think I only have 2 shares, so that's going to be 20% I'll get, and the rest is going to go to the public. So let's do that. Oh, look at that. Okay. So I have zero money. Alright, let's go actually main screen and let's sign into my identity account. $29 per share. So yeah, that gives me a lot of money. Okay, and then while I'm figuring out what I'm going to do with all that money, which is not actually going to help me that much because, I mean, it'll help me get a share, but it's not going to totally get me there. Is that 2 spaces in there? No, I think that's 1. Okay. Work. We're going to work here, so get this amount. Then we're going to go up here to the industry. And get this ball rolling right away. So we have one more lot that we can sell. We definitely don't want to sell, I mean, we as in my firm that I control, we don't want to sell this attraction or this depot for sure. We'll keep that, but I have one more empty lot that I wouldn't mind getting rid of. Okay, here we go. Let's collect this payment. Okay, so I get 4, and Whelm is going to get like 10 something. So let's go check on their account. So that should be enough to make our bond payments. I don't even know. We might have fixed the bug, so I don't know if they even have those bonds. So let's go to the exchange loan just to make sure. Bonds outstanding. Oh, no outstanding bonds. Awesome. Okay, so as far as we know, that bug is probably fixed. Let's review our financial status here one more time. Net worth, only $116 now because I keep on making dividend payments. Properties, I got these. I'm not sure if these values are correct at this point yet. Shareholders, Fontaine, which is me, I own 2. The public owns 8 shares. Bondholders, none. Share portfolio, bond portfolio. Okay, so it's looking good. Net worth, again, it's 116. Burbia, I don't know, so MSPC, I think that we should actually be stable. I don't know, I asked my programmer about that, he never got back to me, but I'm pretty sure since our net worth is over this MSPC, I think we should be stable, but I'll have to get back and do that. Maybe it was some other equation that I forgot about. Okay, so let's figure out what we're going to do now. We're going to go to my identity account, and now that I have $107, I'm going to check out the exchange. Okay, the share price just fell. That's good because it went into risky status, or maybe it did that legitimately, who knows. Let's go see how much we have to pay for it. It's going to be more than that, I think. Oh, $98. We can get another share. That's awesome. That's perfect. So we're going to buy another share. So we'll be down to $9, and then of course that's going to raise the share price up to $98. So we're going to need well over $100 now, because now if we check the exchange, the public's going to want a lot more for it, because the demand is growing on that share. It's up to plus 40% over the value, so we're talking over almost $140, which is expensive in this. Right now, that's the level of inflation means that's really expensive. Okay, so I guess we can keep working. We could do that. Because, I mean, that's pretty much the exciting part of the video, folks. I don't think anything else is going to happen exciting this episode. But we will, who knows, maybe. Share price of bond decreases from 84. Yeah, that's interesting. Okay, so let's go ahead and find a farm and do some farm work. That's always fun, right? Try to get some capital. But I mean, eventually, I don't think it's going to be this game, but we're going to have to. Yeah, I think I talked about this last episode. We're going to have to begin building up that city. So it's a very small city right now. Yeah, I don't know where the heck this farm went out here. Here's a farm. Here is a farm. Excellent. Workaholic, folks. Workaholic. That's what I am. So this game has a lot of potential, I think, when you have multiple people out here. There would be a lot of crazy dynamics going on. And we haven't even really gotten to the government too much doing elections, which you can control the zones of different lots and try to use that to your advantage. And you can fund candidates with your firms. I think you can. I know you can do it with your identities, but I'm pretty sure you can do it with your firms too. Okay, let's put this on the large size map, even though it goes slower. Let's see where the heck I am right now. Okay, there we go. Look at all this farmland. Okay, then we're going to go back to that farm, pick up another load, or whatever we're delivering to these cabins. All this does is make you money. It's a very grueling process. One thing I could do is take some loans with the firm and perhaps build something. That would be an interesting idea. Because if we build something that makes the share price go up, I'm not sure if I'm going to keep that feature or not, but yeah. What is the central bank's interest rate right now? 5%. That will actually play a pretty big role when there's many people on the map, okay? Because central banks in this game, I kind of created a crazy system. They will buy bonds and shares from stable firms and stable government, if the government's stable, for bonds that are 5% interest. Whatever they set, that's what they do. So then people tend to follow that interest rate. and it's completely random. So it changes every once in a while in random directions. So there's no rhyme or reason for it. So you can have a totally chaotic economy if you have a lot of players. Which is why it's called Hegonomics. But will we ever get a lot of players? Who knows? Probably not, but I'm building it, and hopefully they'll come. Okay, let's go to this farm. This is moving pretty fast, actually. Seems like it. Not really. Maybe I'm just getting used to it. We're going to go here. And then after this load, I'll probably head back down to the city and try to scout out some places where we could possibly expand. Are we going to build roads? Are we going to build housing? Are we going to build another business, such as an industry or something? Not sure. One thing that would be cool to do is take over the government and take tons of loans out, raise the taxes, and build a big road system so that everyone can try to start building houses next to it and just totally expand the population. That would be interesting. That's the cool thing about this game, is everything's dynamic. The economy and the finances and the politics are all dynamic. Alright, so, actually, you know what? Let's go again. Let's get one more. We have one right up there, so I'm going to go ahead and go to the farm again and head up there. Okay. So I'm up to 20 bucks already. I need, what was it, 140? So that's going to take a while. But again, when my company makes money, I can pay dividends. Of course, if I take a whole bunch of loans and I go into a negative net worth, no, then I won't be able to. What I could do is take a whole bunch of loans and not go into a negative net worth. I don't know how many I could get away with, and then make a dividend payment before I go into net worth. And then the net worth would be down, which would also make the share price fall. That's an interesting idea. So you can really play around with the share prices on this game. It's pretty interesting. So we might try some of this stuff. I don't know if you guys can hear that. I think you probably can. I can't hear it very well. So yeah, I might screw around with that, actually. It'll be pretty fun. But first I'm going to head down to the city. Let's experiment with it. Let's see what crazy thing we can do. But in that case, was it a mistake for me to go ahead and buy that share? Should I have just waited? See, that's what I should have done. Is I should have not bought that share. Crash the company a little bit, then buy the share, and then try to build the company back up. Then I would have made a much bigger profit on the share price. See, that's the kind of thing you got to do in this game, or that's the kind of thing you can do. You don't have to. So yeah, I'm gonna figure out a plan when I head back down to the city, and then the next episode I will attempt to do some crazy stuff, experiment with it before this game ends. I think I got 2 more days. I might play tomorrow. Let's see. Then in the future, when we get a really strong company or government, I should say firm or government, we could try to build seaports. I think they're called harbors in this game, and airports and railroads and all that stuff. So the depot, the truck depot, is the smallest unit you can get for that type of thing, that type of business. Alright, let's find this place. I'm ready. There it is. And we might be able to do one more. Oh yeah, the economy has recovered down here. They're ready for, they got some more demand for the products, so let's go. Yeah, this game is going to be awesome. If we can just get, like, we don't even need that many players. If you could just have a handful of players, this game will be incredibly fun. Obviously, it's going to be boring if it's just you on the map. I mean, you're just going to look. Yeah, it's fun learning the basics and everything, but then once you figure it out, you're going to want some competition. And the fun would never end. Okay, let's head down to our depot. Work. So we can make us and our firm a little bit of money here before we go berserk. And yeah, I wish I could take back that buying of that share. But anyway, we're still going to try to test it out to see how well we can manipulate it. With the, we may not have enough time to try everything, but it will be interesting to see the potential with it anyway. Okay, $29 we have. So yeah, let's look around here. So we don't really have that much room to build stuff, because we're probably gonna want a road this way or a road that way or something. Well, I guess there's road can go this way and this way, so we could potentially build, like, well, no, because if we build something here, we're going to block in this road and it's going to be a dead end, and that's going to be the end of trying to expand the economy. Unless we buy this lot. If it's on sale, I don't even know. So, yeah, we got to get some roads, basically, and that sounds like a job for the government, for me. So maybe we should try to take over the government by doing an election. The only thing I'm worried about that is I'm going to go loan crazy with the government, and then the government's going to fall into all sorts of financial trouble, and then whoever takes over next is going to have to put up the taxes. That's going to stifle growth. That's the only thing I'm worried about that right now. So I think I'm not going to do that yet. That'll be fun to experiment with sometimes, but not now, not this early. So we're gonna do it with the firm instead. We're gonna do it with our firm. Actually, maybe I should sell my shares, even though I'm gonna be selling at a loss. Actually, would I? I might be selling at a small loss that last share. And then I gotta buy a house. That's what I gotta buy. I gotta do that, and I gotta get a point, because otherwise the game is almost over. I need to do something. So I'll do that next turn. I'm gonna try to get a house. So I definitely shouldn't have bought that last share, but oh well.